Good evening, it's Melissa with Meraki Healing Arts, and I'm going to do a quick tarot read for the fire sign. So I'm using the Tattoo Tarot. It says Ink and Intuition. Probably also be using the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms by Colette Baron Reed and Psychic Reading Cards by Debbie Malone and Amelia Chedalescu. See what we have today for our fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sag. Move these out of the way. I have way too many cards out on the table. Too many decks. Hope everyone's having a good Saturday night. I had a nice time today. I saw my daughter for a late lunch and we checked out a new place. What was it? Blue Habaneros was the name of the restaurant. And everything there was pretty spicy. Everything on the menu just sounded super spicy. And I like a little bit of spice. But, ooh. That's interesting. Interesting. Fire signs, what y'all got going on? It's interesting. So Aries, Leo, Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Wow, okay. No, too many, Spirit. Okay. I'm not trying to just drop, let them fly out. Okay, I'm gonna take it. It flipped. It flipped. Okay. All right. Okay, we take the flip us. What do we got? Oof. Okay. All right. Anything else, Spirit? Okay. Well, all right. Okay, well, we could look at this a number of ways, but I'm going to take this as you fire signs sitting in the energy of King of Coins. You may be really focused on your money right now, focused on your stability right now, trying to build your stability. Interesting that pentacle has like the diamond, so you've went through some hard crap. You've went through some hard times because diamonds are only formed under pressure. So whatever you've been going through, it's taken you a long time to get to this place of stability. So King of Coins, male or female, that's just the energy that you're sitting in. You've working on your stability, finding your stability, financial, internal, all of that. And but you are ready for something new, ready to set out on some kind of a new adventure. You've got the Fool up next. he looks a little forlorn, not quite sure what direction that he wants to go. So, you know, you may not really know exactly what the next step is. You just know that you want some change and you're ready for things to change, ready to set off in a new direction. You are manifesting it. You're trying to manifest it with the Magician, using your intuition with the High Priestess. And you're trying to use your emotions, King of Cups. Trying to really get in touch with your emotions. Look at things in a new perspective with the Hangman. Maybe going through a death and rebirth internally. An ascension is what I'm hearing. So you're growing, you're changing, you've been working on your stability, ready to put an end to old cycles, beliefs, patterns, especially with that Hangman right before that. Hangman and death. That's absolutely a new perspective and death to the old ways. Tower, but it came out in reverse. So whatever happened that you already have went through in the past that rocked your stability, you're looking at things in a new light. With Tower in reverse, you're realizing that that tower had to happen for a reason. Towers always happen because things were not built on a solid foundation. So anything that was in your past that didn't work out, you're realizing that now. It's kind of like a that old country song, what was it, Garth Brooks, Unanswered Prayers. Sometimes I thank God for unanswered prayers. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing right now. So things that didn't work out, you're realizing now that wouldn't have been good for you anyway. And that's the truth with the Ace of Swords. You've got the Two of Wands, making a decision. Interesting. Making a decision, making a choice. We've got the King of Coins or King of Pentacles, and what comes up after the choice is Queen of Coins. So this could be someone you're interested in or someone that you want to give an offer to. Knave of Swords. Small bit of truth. Knight of Swords. Taking action on what? Discussing what's been hidden. So some sort of conversation that you've been holding back on. That you want to have with someone that you see as stable, grounded, and secure. So does not have to be an earth sign. This is a fire sign read, but this is just people sitting in that energy. Again, the King of Coins, King of Pentacles. You're just sitting in that energy of working on your stability, and you're looking for that counterpart to speak a truth to, take action, and discuss what's been hidden. So interesting. That's the end of that read, and we're going right into the wisdom of the hidden realm. So coming up right after the moon, the last card out was the moon. Perfect timing to go into that next spread with the wisdom of the hidden realms. So what is hidden? Spirit, tell us what we need to see. Let's see. All right. Spirits, guides, ancestors, loved ones, angels on the other side. Give us the messages that we need to see, and give us the messages that we need to see for the collective. We're doing fire signs. Nope. I'm sorry, Spirit. Can we have somebody drop out clean, please, Spirit? Drop out clean. Drop out, pop out clean. I don't. What's the messages that we need to see for the greatest and highest good of the collective? What's the messages that we need to see? What is hidden? What needs to be discussed? What needs to come to light? Positive movement forward. Fire signs, please. Aries, Leo, Sag. Really, we've only got about two cards out on the table. There were like 5 or 6 that were about to fall out, but it felt like my hand had kind of bumped them, so I wasn't okay with letting those fall. I feel like that was true. A true message from Spirit. I just want them to come out clean. I'm having heat up my back, fire signs, so alright, we're ready to channel something. We're ready to channel. There we go. Alright. What do we have? What do we have? What do we have? What's hidden? Oh, the Diamond Dreamer. You have dreams of building material wealth and true prosperity. So, yeah, this is someone that you're looking at building, planning a future with. If you don't know this person, you're wanting to find that person. But I feel like this is someone who's already in your energy, and you're considering having a conversation with someone about building your material wealth, prosperity together. So building a legacy together, having something solid. The next card out is River Queen, flow, letting go, natural movement. So you've been trying to leave the emotions and the future of this situationship or relationship. You've been trying to just kind of let it flow. But with that Moon card and you wanting to take action, you're feeling like it's time that you may need to have a little bit of a truthful conversation. The next card out is the Camel Boy, small steps, asking for help. You know, anyone who's riding on a camel, you know that this is going to take a while to build. You're going to have to really plan ahead. You're going to have to think that it may be a long journey, and be honest and truthful about that. That it may take you a while to build what you want to build, why you think that, and what the long-term vision is. So, what else do we have? What else do we have? Anything else for fire signs? Yep, got that one. Joyful activities, celebration of life and abundance. Ooh, so happier times are on the horizon. More abundance coming. It's just going to take a while to build. So that relationship or that stability that you're trying to find and grow, it's coming. Seeing the 8 of Pentacles, so just going to take that work. It's going to take work. Nothing worth having or building is going to happen overnight. So you have to build on a firm foundation, plan, and put in the effort to whatever it is that you're trying to grow. Personal abundance, relationship, your career, your business. Nothing happens overnight. Takes consistent effort. Oh, I got a bunch. The Word Lord, communication, praise, The Fire Prince, optimism and aggression. So we've got the Word Lord, communication and praise. So writing, speaking, telling whatever was hidden. The Fire Prince, optimism. It always shows a negative attribute to aggression. So very King of Wands energy. So there you are, fire sign. You're optimistic. Just temper your aggression. Don't try to push for things to be your way, is what I'm hearing. Don't try to push anyone into seeing your vision if they're just not in alignment and not on the same page with you. So temper that passion. Yeah. And the final card out was the Winged Wise Ones, angelic help and miraculous aid. I'm going to cover that a little bit because she got a little bit showing. But call in your angels, guides, ancestors, Spirit, the Most High, and call for assistance to help you with the stability and abundance that you're trying to create in your life. Always want to call in assistance. So that was our read from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. Let's see what else. I like this deck. Psychic Oracle cards from Debbie Malone and Amelia Chedalescu, because it's got the Phoenix. So I always like this one for fire signs. So let's see what we got. Any other message for positive movement forward? What do our fire signs need to hear? Show us what we need to see. Got eerily quiet all of a sudden. The heat kicked off. There's no cars going down the road. All of a sudden, everything got quiet. That was a little eerie. Spooky. I said, what do we need to see? What do we need to hear? And it got like the whole world's listening. It got really, really quiet. Didn't even hear the clock ticking. It's weird. Very weird. Like time stood still. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else for our fire signs, please? Anything else? Anything else? Anything else for our fire signs? Anything? Anything, Spirit? What do we got? We get nothing from this deck. Maybe not. Maybe it's like, no, we're done. We gave you messages. We gave you messages. Okay, one. Is that just one on the table? One. No, Spirit. Smarty. Drop the whole freaking deck. That's not gonna work. Oh, you're funny, you're funny, you're funny, you're funny. All right, there we go. Thank you. So the cards that we have out are hands. This particular card shows someone working on their craft. It's got, like a painter's art set. It's got mechanical tools, blueprints, hard hat, hammer. Every time that I saw the hard hat and the tools, every time I see it, I look at the hard hat because it's red. I look at it as like a baseball helmet, but it's not. But I would think of a hard hat as being like yellow, the safety hard hats. But so the red hard hat, I always look at it as teamwork and hands being multiple. So we've got hands and epiphany. So we have some kind of creative endeavor coming up, some kind of collaborative project, something that you're working on. With hands, you may have more than one person working on it with you. It may be that you're using your hands to create something. You're something that you're talented at. Something you're building, that legacy. It talked about building a legacy in one of the earlier reads. So something that you're putting your own work into, and you're having an epiphany about that. So maybe a new way of doing it, a new project. And with that, you can see that that hard hat there that I always look at as I always think it's like the baseball helmet. So I look at it as teamwork. So, you may need to work with somebody, maybe that's someone to help you polish your skills, market your skills, get your message out there to people, get your art, your music, whatever it is that you're building and creating, get it out there to the masses. But something's going to spark. You're going to have an epiphany about a new project, and that is going to help you to build your abundance. I don't see this as a full-time job right now. I see this as a side endeavor, or a new facet to a business, or something that you're already working on. So, maybe just doing things in a little bit different way, or a new project that's going to add on to your streams of income. And the Phoenix. So it's going to help you, whatever it is, rising from the ashes. There you are, fire signs, the Phoenix. So whatever had rocked your stability before, you're going to rise from the ashes. You're going to come out on top. It may take you a little bit of work. We all know that. Everything worth having is worth working towards. So anything else? Anything else, Spirit? Anything else? Yes. Awesome. Love it. Great way to end the read. Celebration. So you will be celebrating. I don't have a timeline on how long. Maybe I should pull a Moonology card or something. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Where's my Moonology? Where's the Moonology? It could be different for everyone because everybody's working on different stuff, but we're nosy. So let's look at Moonology and see if we can get an idea of if you put in the work, when you can see that time of celebration for your hard efforts on building your stability and your abundance. All right, we've got a couple out. I've got 3 that flew down on the ground and 1 on the table. That's interesting. The first card out was nothing will come of this situation. So whatever project that you've been stuck and stagnant in, dead horse, beating a dead horse with that. Void of course moon. So that's something that is already done and over, and you're moving on from it. A new start is coming, new moon. So that's that new idea. Whatever wasn't working before, you have a new idea, a new fresh start with the next new moon. And you are to surrender to the divine full moon. I'm literally hearing full moon in Aries. I'm hearing full moon in Aries. So by spring, whatever the full moon is, that's Yeah, full moon in Aries season, because I'm seeing flowers in spring. So, yep. So whatever you're working on, it's a project you're going to work on through the winter, and things are going to turn around quite a bit by spring. Time of celebration. Yeah, prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. Adjustments are required during the third quarter moon, so we're, we just passed that. You made those adjustments and we're letting go of something. You're very close to achieving your goal. Have faith in your dreams, and it's time to definitely right now. Yeah, you're very close to achieving your goal. Gibbous moon. Have faith in your dreams. Waxing crescent moon. And it's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. And we are in Scorpio season right now. So whatever negative thoughts you've been holding on to, it is time now to let them go and start working on your new project. Believe that you can do it. Believe that you can achieve it. Put the work in. And by spring, you're going to have some positive progress and more stability and success that you will be able to see. So, all right, that is our fire sign read. I hope everyone has a wonderful Saturday night. Thanks for following me on all of my platforms. You can see me on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Links should be in the bio. And I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. Take care.